sound like a little like you're dreading this.
Yeah.
I'm not making you do this, by the way. You don't have to do this.
No, you're not making me do this. Did I do it right?
Top 5 reasons we want to declutter. Go. Okay, that's one.
It would be easier for it to remain tidier. Not everything that we have has a place where it goes. Too many things, not enough places.
2 clutters, 1 places.
Yeah.
Right? 2, it just stresses me out having a bunch of stuff that I'm not using.
It stresses me out having a bunch of stuff that I'm not using.
Stresses me out having stuff that I'm not using. 3, I can rediscover things that I forgot that I had.
It's like shopping for free.
4.
Does there need to be a 4?
Yep, it's cathartic. It just feels good, and I'm not sure why. Overcoming a hurdle and getting rid of worry.
But the way that your brain works, you fight the clutter. Gotta take care of this. Just gonna put these things away and let's just power through and get this done. And then the thing is like, it's all clear magically. And I'm like, this is so overwhelming. I'm just gonna go like curl up and ignore it. 5, man alive. 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight.
Sure.
9, 10, donate again.
Yep.
I feel like that did not get the appreciation that it deserved.
That was really good. That was really good. I'm thinking. I wasn't paying attention. I had something and then I lost it because you berated me.
It's going to be a great video.
It is. 5, far less stuff for Ada to deal with when we die.
Hopefully not
Hopefully never.
too soon.
Hopefully we don't die. 6, makes us appreciate what we have even more.
That's true.
That's the only one that's true?
In your whole life.
Okay. Wow. I didn't realize how much of a liar. I've been lying to myself. This is like our 3rd or 4th decluttering video. This will be a forever process. We've slowly acquired more stuff. So we're going to go back and we're going to declutter again. This is never going to be a permanent thing.
Although I do think that we should address the problem that keeps creating clutter, which is, hello, it's me.
I acquire things too.
Not to the extent that I do, because you mostly just sit in the basement all day and all night.
And edit videos.
And edit videos. I've kind of gotten away from, in my mind, since we had a kid, because life got harder.
I don't follow Marie Kondo. I've heard that she has changed her tune since having a kid as well.
It changes things. I don't know why people don't talk about that more.
I think I've gotten a little more lax because when I lived in Chicago, it was apartment to apartment and it always felt very temporary. Having a house changes things because if you have the space, you want to fill it. And I could be here for 80 more years. Live to 123. Yeah.
Wow. It is very easy to be like, well, let's just fill this house with stuff.
But I also don't like filling this house with stuff.
No.
We got to be realistic. We will continue to consume things. We are human beings, and human beings do create waste.
Absolutely.
So we don't need to feel bad about it every time.
Well, okay, bye.
Bye. So what's happening? How are we feeling now?
Overwhelmed, but it feels like nothing has got accomplished.
I mean, it looks like progress to me.
Yeah.
That's being emptied. How long has that been sitting there?
7 years.
This old bookshelf thing for Ada with all these old books we used to read her.
I'm having a really hard time getting rid of books, and I think we've got room for this if we organize things upstairs. She's got plenty of shelf space for these.
I'll carry as
Can you
well.
help?
I'm holding a camera, but I'll set the camera down. To the commenter wondering about the shirt from our previous decluttering video. You just saw my green flannel. What did you say?
I believe I said,
You're getting rid of the flannel?
you're getting rid of the flannel?
In like 1 year, I'll make a video. Am I keeping the shirt? It'll be 4 hours long.
Okay, put it in your calendar.
Okay. Still have it, and I'm keeping it. So I ended up making a couple trips with a car full of stuff to some donatey places just on day 1. Some of you might be wondering, how do you know if you're going to need something later or not? How do you know if you're going to get rid of something and be filled with regret? I have been a chronic getting rid of stuffer for over a decade, and I do not regret one thing that I've gotten rid of. I'm someone who, if I imagine my house burning down and my family's all safe, I have a hard time thinking of any object that I would miss aside from files from a project that I'm in the middle of and I neglected to back it up to the cloud. But that is one thing you can do. Imagine your house burning down and what would you miss? Those are the things you keep, plus fire extinguishers and fire alarms. Other things to ask yourself.
What's a need versus a want? Do we have something already that serves this purpose?
And you can ask yourself, is this thing sitting in storage really a problem? Because often it's not if you have the space. But that's up for debate with my wife.
A lot of times when we do this together, I see a whole category of stuff and I'm like, do we actually need to keep this? And well, it only takes up this space and this doesn't feel like the big problem here.
I mean, to be fair, you just did that with the books, but you might be thinking of something else.
For example, board games. In my mind, it's like, when's the last time we played a board game? Do we really need
in my mind, it's like, I never even see the board games. They're always organized in a place.
In my mind, I'm like, what could go in there that is out now?
Yeah. More on the board game controversy later. There's the 90-90 rule. Have you used it in the past 90 days? And will you use it in the next 90 days? The 20-20 rule. Can you replace this item for less than $20? Can you replace it in less than 20 minutes? There's what we will call the clothes quarantine rule. Taking all the shirts that you're not sure about, put them on one side of the closet, and after a bunch of time, say 6 months, all the clothes that you never took out of there, get rid of them and adjust all these numbers to fit whatever you want. I don't really follow any specific rules at this point. It's just picking it up, thinking about it. Do I really want this? Often I'll get rid of it. Sometimes I'll keep it, and then I'll come back to it months later and be like, I keep doing this, and then I'll get rid of it. But sometimes I do come back and I like it, and I'm glad I didn't get rid of it, even though I probably would have been fine with getting rid of it too. Stuff is just usually not that important to me. Having the space to function in my home is much more important. I love function. I'm a real funker. Okay, I think we're now set up for a successful decluttering. Here is our experience decluttering for the next several days after we discussed the end of day one. What's going down?
Chicken town. I'm feeling good. I see that a lot of progress has been made, not through most of the house, but that one room.
That one room, which was a hub of lots of things that we just threw into that room. So in a way, we are cleaning up the whole house.
I like the way you think. Are we going to keep the dog?
We're going to keep the dog? If you end your statement on a higher note, it makes the dog think you're saying something important.
I wish we had gotten more done.
We're peeling back the onion. We had to get rid of the surface stuff so we can find all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But what are we doing today? What's the game plan?
Kitchen.
Which to me is the most important bits, because that's where we spend most of our time.
I'm excited. I'm
Okay.
ready to go. Let's do it.
Woo! Sorry. Just went through a bunch of cabinets. Didn't get much footage because it wasn't very compelling. But here's footage of Mrs. Doubtfire going through cabinets. I think there's a scene like that.
You certainly do know your way around the kitchen.
Then you should just put in, hello!
Hello!
I don't know if you recall, this is easier than last time. We laid everything out on the counters and it was massive. We haven't gone back to that point.
Right. Yeah, it hasn't gotten that bad.
Yes! I love getting rid of stuff! Hello, I'm wearing the same shirt. Don't let that bother you.
I probably am wearing the same shirt, but I don't remember. What's that say about me?
We're parents.
The
Yeah.
kitchen looks awesome. That was
It does.
yesterday, right?
That was yesterday. The drawer with all the like spatulas and whatnot, that's, I love it. We're not gonna like buy boxes to organize stuff. That's just getting more stuff. There's a whole lot of organizational porn on the internet. I don't think it's that useful.
I think it depends. There's definitely a place for bins and boxes, but I think that comes in after you pared things down. In the silverware drawer over here.
Those are fine.
Show that drawer.
You need a silverware tray for sure.
I don't want the straws and the chopsticks all free flowing and the like little bitty stuff like this. These things don't need to be in a bin. People are going to be concerned about our knives.
But we all know they're there.
So we're going to work on the sunroom. I don't think that there's going to be as much to do as you think that there is.
I'm scared. But we're going to get rid of board games. They've been sitting there for a long time. We don't have any friends. We should have a board game night. I just keep saying that. I got to organize 4 nights a week, board game night.
I'm so tired.
Well, in the meantime, we'll get rid of these. And if we want to get new ones, we will buy new ones, which probably won't happen for years.
That'll give us time to save up money to afford to
Buy all the board games. Yeah, we might need to take out a second mortgage for all the board games I plan to buy.
Yeah.
Can you take out a mortgage on a board game?
No.
What about a bunch of board games?
Can you live in them?
Arguably.
Then maybe.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Could you do me a favor and time lapse your way through this? Thanks.
Okay.
We're doing good work today. You're doing good work. You in particular. I've been watching you. I think you're gonna... Nope. You're fired. It makes me feel like I'm accomplishing a lot. It puts me in a productive mood. I'm gonna go edit some video. I'm gonna get a bunch of things done. Ah! The coffee as well.
I feel lighter. It's less stressful.
This is the last time we'll ever declutter.
I got really bad news for you.
What?
Your cat died.
I didn't even have a cat. I never got to know it. How do you feel about yesterday? Do you remember yesterday?
Yeah, I remember that we didn't do anything yesterday.
Forgot we didn't do anything yesterday.
How do I feel about Wednesday?
Yeah. Wait I gotta grab my coffee. I'm noticing a difference in my mood and how and when things are strewn about and it's a mess, it's like nothing matters. I don't want to do anything.
I totally agree.
And there's nothing wrong with not wanting to do anything.
Yeah, except when you want to do...
When you want to do something.
When you want to do something, but it's so overwhelming that you just can't want. Then you get all that lovely guilt from wanting to do it. The thing that I want to get accomplished today is cleaning this room. Because it feels so good when the bedroom is like an oasis. And it is not right now. I think I need to be realistic with myself about the things that I wear versus the things that I like the idea of.
I just read a bunch of decluttering rules and tips. One of them is you're never gonna make yourself like something. I mean, I guess I can think of examples of things that I didn't like for a while and then got into. Well, books, didn't get around to reading it,
right.
But I probably will like it when I do. So that rule is not necessarily true all the time, but I think it's true most of the time.
Yeah, especially with clothes.
You sound like a little like you're dreading this. I'm not making you do this, by the way.
No, you're not making me do this. Did I do it right?
No, stop it.
I want to do this. And sometimes it feels good once you get started, but a lot of times it's just a slog and you just gotta get through it. I gotta envision what I want out of this room. I come in here and I'm trying to rest and relax and I just feel guilty. Oh, look, pile of clothes on the dresser, the box of donations, freaking sheets.
And we're gonna go our separate ways. I'm gonna go through my office junk. I got all these old video game systems. Game Gear, Sega Genesis, Atari. I don't want to get rid of them. I should probably put them on display because that was a big part of my childhood. Stuff to do gaming live on the internet if I ever decide to do that again. Did you know that I used to do that sometimes? I go in phases. Sometimes I'm like, I'm never gonna do this again. And then I always come back to it. So I can't really get rid of that. It's in here. Bunch of games and DVDs. And I'm just gonna keep because it's not that many. Old Sega games, old Atari games. The systems probably don't work, but hey, these might be valuable. There really isn't a lot of stuff I want to get rid of down here, and I have the space for it. So that's great news. I can spend this time writing and editing this video.
I think I am pretty much done in the bedroom. This is the peaceful, tranquil, serene oasis that I would like to have. And hopefully we can keep it that way. We can keep it that way. She says unconvincingly.
And more stuff to donate. Not that furnace, and not the stuff on the shelf. Like, I'm not going to donate 3 Rubik's Cubes. Every man needs 3 Rubik's Cubes. So, there you go. But now, it's time to reveal the special guest for the conclusion of this video! I don't know. You don't know her name. I gotta make the brick happen. Boop. Are we even?
No.
So we did it. We're done with decluttering forever.
No, I don't even think we're done with decluttering right now. We've done at least a first pass on everything but the crawl space. You
weren't enjoying the idea of decluttering our bedroom.
It was fine. It just needed to be done. Oh, I also haven't done the other closet in there.
Gah! No, that's fine.
It's better because there's like not this huge pile of stuff staring me in the face. It's much easier to put away one thing when that's the only thing that needs to be done. Whereas if I'm holding one thing that needs to be put away and there's like 15 other things, I can't do that right now. So I might as well not do this either. And then I just add it to the pile.
So we're just never gonna have a pile again, right?
Right.
If we have a pile again, that's fine. We'll just have to overcome that hurdle again.
The piles in there are my piles.
That's all right. I got piles. A battery right here. Why is there a battery there?
That's not a pile. I know you're trying to relate to me, but it's not a pile. Your office looks really good.
Well, thank you. Well, I have incentive to keep it clean in this area. For these people. Look what shirt I'm wearing.
You found it. You thought you didn't have it.
I didn't tell them that.
You knew you had it.
I did. Okay, I guess that's it.
Okay.
But do you ever think you want to delete your information from the internet? Well, you can with DeleteMe. Thank you, DeleteMe, for sponsoring this video. Let's talk about them.
Okay.
I'll do it. You don't have to. Did you know that your personal data is sold online by data brokers? Broker? I barely even know her. That's not true. You don't know her at all. But they know about you because of government records, social media registrations, that time you entered a sweepstakes for a trip to Branson. They're taking all that info and they're selling it to all the brigands and marauders out there in the interland of net. You'd be surprised how much stuff is out there about you. Especially you, Carl. So what's the big deal? Who cares if there's stuff about me? Gosh. Well, for one thing, identity theft, bud. And I'm not talking about the Melissa McCarthy movie, although based on reviews, you probably want to avoid that too. Also phishing scams. And I'm not talking about the band, though if you do go to a Phish concert, be careful out there, all right? Did you know that fraud and identity theft cases nearly tripled over the last decade? Tripled! That's 3 pulled! But what can I do about it? Gosh, there's nothing I can do. Gosh. Au contraire, mon frere, you can delete me. I mean, you can delete you. using DeleteMe. DeleteMe will remove you from hundreds of data broker sites and help you protect yourself from the risks of stalking, theft, and harassment. I personally use DeleteMe and I trust them. The whole process is super quick and easy. Queasy, not queasy. It's wheezy. Because I'm wheezy. Here's my January report they gave me. They reviewed and removed a bunch of listings. And they're continuing to scour. Brokers, you've been broke! You probably shouldn't put broke in the name of the thing you do. You're just asking for people to yell stuff like that. Anywho, great news. They are offering a special deal for you to protect yourself. And you can protect your relatives with a family plan, because when they get your info, they can also see the info of your grandma and your grandpappy or whoever. Get 20% off your U.S. consumer plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/wheezy and use code wheezy at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/wheezy, code wheezy. Easy. All right, any final words?
Flam, flam.
Okay, flim flam. Did you wink?
No.
Flim flam.
You gotta say, we're gonna wink now.
We're gonna wink now. Flim flam. Previous video is all about naps. That'll be on the screen right now. And I have a Patreon where you can support me. I do monthly live streams and monthly banjo faces, which are basically this.
But longer.
But longer, for a minute. You want to see me do that for a minute? Support me on Patreon. Good luck with your declutters.
Thank you.
Not you.
Oh, you're not talking.
Not you. But yeah, you as well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.